All the liquidity is involved. $490. We're going up there. Check our waves yesterday. Beautiful open. Non-farm payroll loves to run. Let's see what we got here. No, I was just messing with my charts. I got my 5,000 tick, 1,060 minute, and my book map up all now finally. I had to reset. I had an entire setup, and it all got deleted when I had to restart and uninstall and reinstall NinjaTrader, because for some reason when I kept the same workspace, it was not letting me have anything on my charts for other tickers besides ES and NQ, and I was trading at NG. Still trade NG on occasion. I'm watching all the liquidity above 16,500. This is our London range here from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m., right? Purple lines. That's our area. The green area is the London area. I just double it, make a range out of it, a channel, double it, and those are what I'm looking at right now. I'm actually just looking for a continuation entry to get into this, right? I'm not going to buy high. The only way I'm going to really buy this is somewhere around this trend line. If we retest London here and grab and hold, but I mean, this loves to run. The non-farm payroll, non-farm Fridays love to run. So you got to get in, and you know, you can hold it for a while. Like if you caught this early enough, I wasn't touching anything at the open, but as you can see, we broke the London area, came back real quick and tested it. I mean, this is real small time frame. So risk on this I would like to just, since we're making new highs, I would just like to get we're moving up, small pullback, higher high, but not a really higher high. I'd like a pullback below this small pull right here into like a trap, somewhere on the mid here and this trend line. And then I'll go in long. My risk will be really small. I'm seeing they have more liquidity above still. I'm not seeing many orders below yet. They're starting to add some down there. I do think they're going to take out the that psych level, but we need to get a little bit lower. So now we're in the trap area. They've triggered the trap area. We can close above the EMA. This is where I will take a long. And unless they start dumping it down. If they dump it down, they dump it down. I would need, now the 1,000 tick is below the EMA, which is fine. So I like using the 1,000 tick. And also the 5,000 tick, we're going to retest the trend line on a 5,000 tick down here. So if we retest that trend line, hold, bounce back up, and then on like the 1,000 to the 500 tick, close above the EMA. I like the 1,000 because for the entry, because the 500 EMA doesn't really give you that much of a good entry. You got to kind of baby a little bit more. What do we got on the calendar? What up, bro? 10 a.m. What do we got? 10 a.m. ISM non-manufacturing PMI. So we got a little bit more coming up. Yeah, a little bit more coming up, but we are testing here. So I actually like this for a long, but like the London, they might retest this. It's actually not looking too bad, but I'm trying to remember that yesterday was bearish. We're completely bearish. I might take this if we can close above the EMA. Just for a trap. Hurry up, hurry up. Close, give me a strong close. Bingo, right there. So I'm in long now. I don't want to have too much. Well, if we reject, it needs to be a little wider. We need to go push up on a 1,000 tick in order for this to actually work out. I'm wondering if they're going to hold off up here till 10 o'clock. I want to get a push and then trail. We did go right to the underside of an area yesterday. If we don't get a good pop here, I'm just going to get this out because they got it. They got the entry triggered. We just need a pop. Doppelganger. Yeah, I just like the entry for the trap, just to see if the non-farm continuation. But we're bearish overall. Okay. Yeah, I have a new 5K tick. We need a good pop here. I got a new 5K channel. I put my 500 tick, my 1,000 tick, my 5,000 tick, and my 60-minute all up on my charts again. Kind of like got rid of the grid lines and all that shit that was kind of distracting me before. And if this doesn't go, I'm going to take this off because I don't like how it's stalling out. Because and they're holding this kind of hard right now. I'm seeing, I want 16,500 at least right here.
Yeah.
They're adding liquidity above, but they're having a hard time breaking this right now.
Yeah, for anybody on the stream, I just realized I didn't have my mic going to the stream, so my bad. Oops.
It's off. They break below. I'm watching a 1,000 tick EMA. They're about to break below it. I want to take it off a little bit less. I'm gonna put my stop right there. No point in risking any more than that on this move. It should have went already. They're holding it.
Yeah, a little bit of consolidation at every turn. I think
it's a nice setup. I like it because it's almost like they don't want it to go yet.
Oh, definitely.
If they wanted to go higher, but it's also in a 5,000 tick trap area. A lot of sellers in the previous zone up there. So
yeah, we approached yesterday's value high or value area low. Kind of went into the middle of that M session.
Yeah.
Now we're back to our value area right now. High of it at 470.
It's a nice setup. It's just there's a lot of strong selling. I'm not going to risk any more than that. What, 5 points? Still might go. It's just usually with these traps, I like to see them get trapped quickly, and then you get the pop. You don't get that pop. It starts to make you feel a little nervous about it.
Right. Yeah. They want that for confusion by retail, and then they actually do pop it at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, not after the, not until they. Usually I'm pretty good at staying in on these traps. So now we got the pop. Now we got to hold the EMA, but we need a bigger pop than that. There we go. There's the pop. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, I was looking for 85 touch and retrace there. I've got to realize all this price action just happened without me, so I didn't start watching until the bottom of that range where you started preparing your entry.
Okay. I don't get a pop here.
940. Is this just a break to right and keep going, or is this going to fail?
I'm just going to take it off. I'm not liking how it didn't slam up higher yet. I'm not liking how it didn't pop too fast. It didn't pop hard. Like, we stalled here at the CMA. It still could go, but it stalled too much for me. And then we didn't get that much of a stop run, and that'll probably be the entry of the day, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's what happens with me with non-farm. Non-farm, I always it's either 8:30 going into it. I see a beautiful setup, I take it, and I always just end up scalping it. But these sellers, the past 2 days, these sellers really got in my head. There it is.
Tricky. They've been tricky for sure.
Yeah, they have been. But you know what? We still got 10 o'clock. I don't know how much that's going to move the market, but I don't really want to be holding into that. And we had that previous area from yesterday.
Right.
So
value areas are starting to intersect. I'm thinking if we get much higher, our value area is going to grow up into the one prior, which it's already really close.
So this is my 5,000 right now. This is the channel I'm using. This is just a zone from the other day that I'm paying attention to.
Okay.
We broke. Now that I get my charts back to normal. So this is just kind of like a little not an overshoot, but a break to the right.
Yeah.
Made a new low, whatever. But here we are. We broke and then retested, right? Held the EMA. This area here in this gray box is it's making me a little skeptical of that setup I just took, because I have it on a different time frame, and I don't think I can go back that far. This one. Yeah. So I have that. That's holding nice.
They may hold it here until data. We've got 10 minutes.
Yeah. And then my 1,000 tick, I don't really have much on there right now, because it's going to be the same as my 5,000, about my 5,000. But I'm watching this area here. Kind of interesting to me. I want to adjust it to try to get a appropriate potential range that we're rotating.
Yeah.
Get rid of this. And then obviously the most recent price action is this. There's the pullback to the EMA. They got a blast now.
Yeah, our value area just intersected with yesterday's, so now it's a very concentrated area. Immediate point of control.
Yeah.
So 2 point of controls right next to each other, not even 30 points apart. This
is when the strength move needs to happen. This is when the strength needs to happen, and I will take this for a small breakout here if they can do it. Go. I'm not going risky on that. They just made a new high and pulled back.
Yep.
I like the strength. They can do the strength move. But lasting through there would have been. I wanted to see, because after that pullback, I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to see like five or six green candles in a row.
Yeah.
But we popped it and then new high. Go from there. Potential range. Still proven otherwise. Doesn't tick strong. We got 3 green candles off of the retest of the trend line, which is nice.
Yeah.
At least for the bulls so far, but I'm going to hold off. I wanted to see if there was going to be a quick breakout there. This stream. Oh man. I have some song stuck in my head, and I don't even know what song it is.
I was about to ask what it was.
Yeah, you know when you have like a beat or a tune stuck in your head,
Yeah.
and you just don't know what it is. That's what I got going on right now.
Right. That is when you have there's an app on your phone similar to Shazam that you can actually like whistle it or whatever and it'll tell you what it is.
Really?
Yeah.
The delay's actually not bad today.
There's a delay yesterday?
Oh no, I'm saying a delay on the YouTube.
Yeah, I was curious.
The YouTubes.
Tubular. All right.
I was listening to some guy last night. I actually didn't mean to go on it. I was listening to some podcast and it went to like, you know, YouTube goes to the next video. It was some shit with some guy who was live trading and was talking to his wife and he's like, oh, I gotta so he thought he put the stream on hold. He was like, he had like a be back in a minute.
Oh boy.
So the stream was still on, but he didn't mute it. So he's like, he's talking to his wife. He's like, yeah, but like this guy, like I'm in his chat and like I'm answering all these questions for like people in, he's talking about like Take Profit Trader. And
oh shit.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm answering all these questions. Like I'm in this other guy's chat and they're all asking me like, hey, how about what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? And he's like, hold on, I'm gonna, yeah. Every man in America that has lives with a woman knows exactly what I'm talking about because he goes, hold on, I'm gonna keep talking to you while I take a poop. Then you can hear the echo from the bathroom. He's talking to his wife or his girlfriend.
That's amazing.
Or like whoever, yeah. And then, but what? So the moral of the story, what he was bitching about, was Patrick Wieland or Weiland, whatever you call it.
Yeah, Weiland.
Who pushes Topstep, whatever he was pushing before. Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
He's now pushing Take Profit hard.
Topstep or Take Profit?
Take Profit. Supposedly, that's what this guy was saying.
Oh.
And I just kind of laugh at it because, you know, this guy was getting pissed because he's like, I've been doing Take Profit for way longer than him, and like I don't really get anybody that's, you know, using my code and all that stuff. And he's like, if you want to make me a few dollars, or if you want to make Patrick Wieland even richer, then have, you know, you use his link and or whatever.
Right.
It got me thinking about all these people with their certain people with their affiliate links and all that stuff. Like I get it if you're.
Oh hey, I'm right there. I have them too, but
I think
I'm
it's
not
a
actually
great
like
thing.
vocally pushing it. If it's in the comments or in the description and you see it and you like what you saw and you want to try it yourself, you can use it. But I'm not.
I think they're a great thing, right?
They're great for marketing and they're bonus cash. That's all it is, you know.
But part of me does not like that you get guys like you know, and you come to find out what they get for certain things, like that. I'm starting to move here.
Ninja, lay down. This dog is
I
staring.
love how your dog's name is Ninja.
Oh yeah. My girl loves Ninja Turtles, so we were trying to figure
is that
out
what it is?
which Ninja Turtle to name him after. And then
That's fine.
one day her mother was like, why don't you just name him Ninja? They were like, that's amazing. So we did
Pre-data
it.
reaction.
Pre-data, about 2.5 minutes, yeah.
So, what I find hilarious, that that kid, you sent the link about the gurus and the furus and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think it's Iman.
Yeah, Iman Trading or whatever.
Yeah.
He was actually he goes, you want to know how I know this? Because I was offered $20,000 a month or $20,000, whatever it was.
In general, yeah.
In general, to promote the link, and I'll get free evals. And
then he says it on a YouTube video. Oh my gosh,
yeah,
brutal.
He goes. So, but like he loves exposing all these people, and of course he makes money off his YouTube channel because his YouTube channel has like
100,000. It's 100,000
Yeah.
subscribers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy, but like it's grown a little bit, and it's 100,000. Like I don't know how much you make off of those, but like his videos, he gets decent amount of views on them and stuff like that. So he's making some money off of it. But he goes, but like he turned it down.
Yeah.
So he's not. I don't know. It might have been trade day because he loves trade day. But I was just laughing because I'm like, holy shit! This kid was offered 20 grand either a month or whatever it was. All he has to do is just promote the thing.
Are you looking at this order book right now? How thin it is?
Yeah, I like the liquidity above that. I want to see them hit. There's that little bit above.
Yeah, I see that.
I was kind of going off of the fact that I was thinking that they were going to scoop it up before the data, but no.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing about the kid. He just straight up exposed, and then none of these gurus that act like they're not that act like, but have these big followings and push these products. Like they're never going to admit that they get free evals.
No,
they're never going to.
Besides the point, they probably have a clause saying you can't talk about this deal.
Oh, they absolutely do. Oh, they absolutely do.
Like who would openly, as a company, grant that and say, feel free to talk about it?
Yeah. And
there it is. Okay.
Pull back.
I had a buy at 450 or 449 and a quarter, hoping they come down and scoop that and go back up, but it looks like they're going to do the opposite. There's that 500 liquidity hit.
See if they hold the. I'm gonna hold on top. 493, top of the channel. They retested, held.
New high day. Come down. Okay. Don't screw my head. Take this lower. Or are you long? I'm sorry if you're long.
I'm long. No, that's all right. I'm long. My stop is at the top of a range I have here that they held. I want to see it go higher now. But, they could just rip this back down. But my stop is in profit, so, I mean.
There you go. I took a hit on that. Pretty red on the day. Might be a red Friday.
12 is going to be a level for me here. Might take this off.
I'm getting pretty laggy, honestly. I don't know if it's my computer processing everything that's happening or if this is data lagging the platform.
Does Trade of 8 lag for you?
There are days. It's hard to trade.
I need a pop or I'm getting out of this. We got to break 12. 12 is the double of the London range. There we go. Nice pop through 12.
Yeah, that was good.
Now we got to hold 12.
I'm going to let this dog out real quick.
We got some trap areas here. This is where shit gets a little iffy. Starting to extend from the EMA. We're going to need to pull back to the EMA soon. Might take this off soon. We get a new high. I'm going to put my stop here. A new high. It's nice. Stop is right outside of the double of the London range here. So now I'm going to leave it there. I want to see another pop higher. Next target for me, obviously, is just going to be double the London at 15.4, 55.49. So if we can hold here on the bottom of the London range, we're good. We are gonna need a pullback to the EMAs soon, but I mean, once you're in a strength move like this, which obviously they held off for data, then I'm not gonna go any.
Very strong, honestly.
Yeah, very strong, man. I'm seeing all the liquidity above. 550 looks like slightly a target. It's also the midline here on the London range, double it, and then the next one. Might take this off soon. Once we get to that 50, I want to see a pop of 50, and then we go. Unless we start getting a monster pullback. We do have the underbelly of the range, though, so I'm taking this off. I just noticed that on a 1,000 tick. Here's the underbelly of the range, potentially from yesterday. So somewhere in this area, we're going to get sellers. I don't know if they're going to retest that again, because that's somewhere in this area. I don't have the range perfect, but rotating, we were rotating, broke down, retest, broke down, might retest, right?
Yeah.
This could have just been the failed rotation, right? The failed rotation that gave us that big move down. And now we could just be retesting the underbelly of the range, and then we could potentially reject here. I mean, it is non-farm payroll and it loves to run, but I'm not going to take that risk holding into that. So like we tapped it and we're getting a tiny little bit of sellers there. So I'm not going to trust that. That's just me personally. I'm going to take that. Take it for what it is. Wait for a pullback. It was a good move.
34. It's a great move. It just kind of feels like it's not done.
Yeah, man. When the Fridays that run on these, this is why, and I'll say it, non-farm is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite freaking days.
It's good to have a day you can capitalize on.
Yeah, and even if it starts ranging and shit on a non-farm, like it is what it is. Like, what are you gonna do? Just trade off.
So I did take a long at 534. See if that even is worth it. It's very high on the entire day so far, but I just feel like this is just getting going. But that could be hope speaking.
These channels in place.
All right, just get a little momentum on this trade. There's really just so much to wait for. I gotta stop waiting, start executing. Yesterday, I had a few trades that I really liked and I didn't take them. So today I want to try and not so much act on my thoughts, but execute my setups.
No, I hear you.
See if I can't do better without hurting myself.
I'll be brutally honest. The only reason why I took that news trade is because I was looking for that previous continuation on the breakout above. That was the only reason. There were a lot of reasons for me to stay to try to go along there, but I'm not going to hold into the data, man. I can't do that shit. That shit scares the hell out of me. You got a nice little pop there, and we're back inside of potentially that range from yesterday.
Yeah.
So you might get a nice little push.
Oh, no, I'm out, by the way. This stopped me. I moved my stop way too close to the action.
Oh, okay.
I need to learn to hold more. I thought 3 lots and 1 lot would work, but it might be too much. Can't tell yet.
It's a 150.
150 and a 50. 1 and 3. So 3 to 1. 3 to 1 sizing.
So 1 lot on a 50K?
Yeah.
If I'm trying, yeah, it's hard, bro. 1 lot on a 50K, man. If it goes 10 points, $200, you're like, shit.
Right. And 10 points ain't hard on a day like today.
No, not at all.
I mean, 10 points isn't hard on NQ, period.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes longer, but it always happens.
Going along with a tight stop right here.
Yeah, you and I just had the same thought. Took a long there.
But I'm going with
46.50.
Yeah, I got like a. If we get a pop, I'm going break even quick just for the push into the range.
That is a good call. Good call.
I want to see a high and then I want to go break even, but if we push, I'm just going to take it off like right around here. There you go.
I would love a new high instead of all this scaring me stuff.
Yeah, these are tough because you got to be aggressive, but then at the same time, like, you know, they're going to pull back eventually.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like right
kind of
now.
have to. It's all good.
There's been a few days, man, on these non-farm that I just slap at the EMAs. Continuation, like every time it breaks below, I slap. But the 1,000 tick, I want to catch up. 5,000 tick is way above there. We're selling off. We're holding the top here. So above that, I'm looking for like a breakout. They're going to pull this back to the 1,000 tick.
That would keep me out of any setup trades for a while.
If we pull back to the 1,000?
Yeah, that EMA is putting me right into a no-no zone. I've already had bad trades there. Honestly, I might just wait, set a sell order for like 520, and if we ever get there, we get there, and we fall apart. Great. If not, then I'm just not taking trades. Because I want to see the range below break. Right into the low volume node. So from about 530 all the way to 490. That's what I would love to take.
And they pulled that back just a little bit more than I was expecting on an aggressive move. But I think I got something I can work with here. Just barely a new high.
Yeah, but it's enough. Enough to call it higher high.
Yeah. And now we got a trap area here at 36.25. They have 280 contracts at 16,580. Do you see that?
I did.
I am absolutely liking that. The 5,000 tick candle looks like trash, though. The last one.
That looks like curling. That's the first set of candles that look like that all the way from yesterday, right at pretty much 8:30. First set of candles that look like that. If we get another one on the 5K tick that looks like that with a wick just shorter than the prior wick, it's called a 3-line strike.
Yeah.
Pretty.
You used to trade those patterns and stuff, right?
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm going to take it. I do have an order at 520. I might move it to 530 because that was my What's my level? About 529. I feel like that's like a pullback area still right now. We need to consolidate lower and not touch that level and then fail and fill that and drop. So I really don't know. Just talking about levels.
I wanted to pull back a little bit more before we go higher.
It's forming a crown. A little bit of a crown here.
You just tap that 1,000 tick EMA and then just looks like they want to try to continue it. But I wanted to get just below this level here, just below the EMA, just at least wick below it. And even if they whipped up, then I might have came in long there.
535.
Yeah, 530. Yeah, 535-ish. Which I'm not trusting this. This is the first entry on 1,000 and 5,000 tick.
Oh, there's a ripper.
Yeah, there we go. I don't want to get a failed.
47 liquidity. They're starting to stack sell orders above. We've got some heavy icebergs. I would be careful.
So they broke. They didn't break it, but
that wasn't quite a touch. We're about a couple ticks away.
Don't be a huge candle, please. Maybe right there. That's not a good. Oh, that's not a good entry.
Is there anything else after this? No.
Not
speaker.
So
speaker at lunchtime.
Yeah, Barkin speaking.
Trading view ranges are playing out nicely.
You've been using the same ones for a while, right?
On trading view, yes, they've kind of just, I shift them whenever we move price ranges.
Yeah.
But the overall distance between each one is the same. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna go feed the dogs. RIP to my PNL if I don't get filled or due and I'm not there.
Oh man.
I'll just turn it off. I don't need to do that shit. I'll be right back.
No, I hear you. I want to see a break below here first. I'm looking for just a quick break and then we go above. Just to grab some orders down there at like 535, 530-ish, and then continue higher. Grab that liquidity down there. Let's see if they just dump it or we get the actual trap entry here for continuation. So we have a high, first attempt, second attempt, failure below here, stops. We're going to pull back, just test this level. This level holds, they might sell it back down. This level breaks, we're looking above the EMA. 1,000 tick is starting to curl down. Let's see if we can get a structure going on the 1,000 tick here. See if we can find out where they're looking. Then this to the right.
Well, would you look at that?
Well, would you look at that?
Would you freaking look at that? Had an order at 5:30, we had 5:20, and we're breaking down. I could have just left it. It's always when you play it safe that you would have been right.
Oh yeah.
What's the opposite of being on tilt? That's not a positive emotion.
Being scared?
It's a good question. It's a trick question, but also there's no wrong answer. It's called being being pissed.
Yeah. I was trying off the I got a structure here on the 1000 tick, looking for vibe.
Yeah, we have the same structure. As a matter of fact, my if you look at my 1K, let me adjust this real quick.
Technically, we're coming up on a second entry, so you want that.
This is my channel, and the 1K tick, it's touching this bottom of the channel right now. If we curl back up into that range, that would be...
Yep, that's exactly what I have on the 1000 tick. Want this in yet?
Problem with this is it almost looks like it wants to go to the lower range right now.
Yeah. I saw them start adding some orders down at that 30 area, and then that's when they did the failure here on the
straight to
second entry. Yeah, second entry on the 500 tick failed.
Right. Yeah.
On the bottom of this little range here, it failed down. But now I'm looking to see if we can. I'm expecting. You know how it goes, man. You're at a trend line on a channel. You're usually going to get 1 or 2 attempts by the sellers, and then I'm going to look for an entry back up to stop out those sellers that are selling at the trend line.
Yeah.
And if they don't and they sell back down, I tried my one aggressive entry, that didn't work.
We've had our 2 attempts. They're about to push it.
We can close above. I might take this.
Maybe that was just 1 attempt. We'll see.
Candle's a little bit too big for my liking. So we got a 5,000 tick. Seeing sellers here is good. All right, that's a beautiful sell off the EMA there. In this area, seeing the sellers is good. As long as they don't start making new lows, this is going to be an entry level for me for the
Yeah, I just got filled on that.
Stop them out. But they're selling pretty hard here.
I'm gonna hold this for 4 points. If it fails, it fails. Come on, shoot back up.
It's a tough spot.
Yeah. It still feels good to me. It still feels good to me.
No, I absolutely love the area.
There we go. Give me that. Give me that good stuff. I appreciate you working
The
with
only
me
issue
today.
with this spot, this is a potential trap for shorts. So I need to see sellers come in somewhere on this EMA.
Put my stop up higher. This is a good trade so far. Maybe I stop being a baby and hold this. Okay. Okay, back to the top of the micro range. Take this for what it is and move on. Okay. I'm a scalper, man. It's gonna take a while for me to have the balls to hold trades longer than a minute.
Yeah, that's fine though, man.
Like, I can execute scalps.
What works for you? this is either going to trap me or they're going to continue this. We're going to see what happens.
It's a breakout strategy.
It's a stop run strategy. I didn't get my second. It's a first off the EMA. This is the second time off the EMA. So, I mean, it's what I want to see. The stops are right up here right now, 33, because the second attempt by the sellers here off the EMA, which is actually in a trap area. But I don't mind the risk to reward on this one.
I was reading some comments on the Topstep Facebook page, and someone was really shooting down anybody with a technical standpoint on price action, saying like,
you know what, though? Like,
no such thing as stop runs or liquidity grabs or anything like that. It's just support and resistance and buyers and sellers. And I'm like, and no, then they said, you ICT guys are crazy. And I was like, I didn't want to say anything, but people in the comments said what I wanted to say. So I was like, nothing has to, this has nothing to do with ICT. Just because he said it doesn't make it his theology.
Correct.
And also, people that have worked in the pits of the market talk like that. So if you don't understand how the professionals that run the market talk, that's your fault.
You know what, though? Like, I believe that majority of strategies are going to work for people, but it might not work for you individually. It might not work for you specifically.
Yeah. And this might not even be an appropriate thing to say, but it's very similar to saying that you believe in a higher power, but you don't believe in God. You're saying the same thing.
Yeah, I hear you on that one.
So, however you decide to look at it, pink or red or orange, it's all the same.
We should get a nice pop here. If there are stops here, they're selling here. These are the sellers on the bottom of this range that took this. So their stops are going to be somewhere up here in the middle. So I'd like to see a nice little pop soon, because we just got the initial little pull here. But we need these sellers that sold the second entry failure, that sold that.
Yeah.
They got to get out.
Yeah.
So if they can get out here, that'd be nice.
Watch for 560. Obviously, that would be amazing for your trade, but also watch for it because they could be loading up again.
Yeah, 560. They were at 580. Now they're at 560.
Yeah.
So 560 is definitely
getting more aggressive.
Yeah.
Wow. There we go with this whole not holding the trade way higher.
Now I want to see this. If we can break a new high, we're good.
Yeah.
Then we're really good. And 80 is going to be my target on that one. And I'll actually play off of where the liquidity is.
What's old
that was
step up to?
So far semi-risky. It's still risky as we speak. I wanted more. It could have been a trap area, but because we're at that 1,000 tick trend line, we are testing the midline of this range. So we
watch out, 550 liquidity. Watch out for this liquidity right here.
Yeah, I see them popping. They're popping up earlier than they're trying to front run that 60. It looks like, right?
I don't know what it means when it comes up on the bottom. For me, it means that they're going to come back down, grab some liquidity, and then go up and get the larger liquidity. But they're just doing the run now. They just moved it. That's why we
need a new high, though.
Got that run.
Absolutely need a new high.
Channel held.
If we fail to make a new high, then the sellers have their attempts. There definitely are sellers sitting up here. I mean, that 5,000 tick. So we got a failure. Now we need the pullback to the EMA, and this is where things get tricky, because sometimes the pullback to the EMA is aggressive like this. I want to hold through the pullback to the EMA. Now we need to blast.
Second entry short would have been right there at the high.
Now we need to go. And if it doesn't go here, then I just get out. The 1,000 tick EMA is close there too. We're going to put this break even. We're just going to sit on it. If it takes me out break even, it takes me out. But this is this is the way I trade these setups. You know what I mean? They either blast off and rip and just do what they need to do, or they don't. I'll re-enter if I get stopped in the 1,000 tick EMA holds. Like they might pop right below the 1,000 tick EMA, and if I start seeing them wick it back up, I'll get back in, and then my stop will be below that wick of that 1,000 tick candle. But obviously, this is the 500 tick. It needs to blast now.
Yep.
But you know, failure to make a new high here, and then if they lose the EMA, it's not good for the buyers. And this is where it makes your stomach churn. You know what I mean? it They tap the EMA on the 1,000 tick, so we're good on that point. So we're good on the EMA test. First, so we have our, right here is the failure, seller failure, pullback, needs to blast. That's the next step. If it doesn't blast, then it should go into a strength move. Should, doesn't mean it has to. That's the cycle of price action that I play. Failures lead to pullback, pullbacks lead to strength, strength leads to trap. And if I stay on that cycle, it usually plays out pretty well. You know, doesn't have to. And they're having a hard time at the previous day's range here. They might not want to with all those big orders above, they might need to pull back pretty hard today. Get that blast into a new high, and then my stop here is like looking good. But you know, right now we got tons of sellers trying to take this down. Let's get that strength move. Come on, let's get that strength move. Out of that wick. The more buyers that come in above this EMA and without extending it higher, just creates stops below this EMA, and they can just smash that down. The 1,000 tick candle looks like trash. The 1,000 tick candle looks like trash. So they got me out break even there.
Damn.
Yeah, it's all good. We're going to see if that was the 1,000 tick EMA setup, see if it blasts there. I said that if it broke below the 1,000 tick EMA, I would come back in. So this needs to blast. This is because we had the 500, we had a tick to the 1,000 tick EMA, but we didn't quite get the blast. Sometimes they got to, they might have just wanted to get rid of these buyers here. So we came in aggressive there. So now this needs to be the move. So we're back in long at 1536. And it just goes from watching the EMA and how they like to bring it below there. Like, see, they sold it below and then brought it back up. So this has to be the final move, or else I'm not taking another trade on this setup. Stops at the bottom of the range, which is okay. Potential range here that we might be just rotating down. Could be creating a new structure. This is what I watch out for. Could be creating a new structure. 580. 580, there's a ton of liquidity sitting there. 278 contracts. So I can't tell if those are.
Oh, look at that pop.
Yeah. We need a new high. Need a new high and we're good. Bingo. They're going to push us up to 580. I don't want it to be a snatch and grab at 580. Right? We get a snatch and grab at 580. That was our strength move. Strength into trap, man. They could trap all the way down here. But we need a bigger strength move than that. They start selling too hard, I'm just going to take this off and take a little bit of profit on this one. But I want to see a nice pop. I want to get it up there. 570 is the next liquidity before 580. 570 is here. $540, okay. If they make a new high, this will be the new trap area here at 545. They're having a hard time at 550, 560, 560 like you said before.
Yeah.
They might start ranging this here for the next move. I don't want to start getting great entries and then not, but these Fridays love to run, so non-farm Fridays love to run. See if we can get another pop. A lot of sellers there. We got 65 and 70 and then 80 are the levels I'm watching. 65, 70, and 80. And that's just going straight off a book map. So we got that 60 level we just tapped. See if those, that's what they wanted. 70, so they moved it from 65 to 70. So they're no longer at 65. No longer at 65. I want to see the top of this range hold if they do pull back to it. $1,000 tick candle didn't close that strong the last one, so we need a strong close on this one.
I do like that it's in general still in the channel.
Yeah, it's in a new one off of this from the breakdown. You know what I mean? But the 1,000 tick is absolutely in that channel. Yeah, they held it very nicely. Did make a new high, which is good. I just don't want to see them smash this down. Like those sellers up there are kind of scaring me. I know that's a magnet, like they want to get up there. I know 80 is the target, so I might front run the 8. If they blast through 80, like we're really good. But we're getting tight on this potentially. 70, they're going to need some sort of a reason to get to 70. 70 is like a midline here on the range from yesterday, somewhere around that area. That range is holding pretty nicely. Pull my stop here, but we need to bust a new high, big new high. they could slam this down pretty hard. They have liquidity at 45, so I might take this off in case they need the retracement to get up to that big liquidity area at 80. If we don't see like a nice blast, I'm going to take this off.
$70 is a wall. Needed to blast, right?
Yeah. They're adding liquidity all between 70 and 80. 80 has the 300 orders there. They love to break through those. I'll front run it. I'm gonna put mine at 77. They really might need a pullback, or they might be just rotating this range here, and this might be a little area for a while until they actually. I want to put my stop here, but can't do it yet. Stop has to be right here for now. Might take this off. Just watching all that liquidity. See if that was the it's a micro trap. Below 59.75 was a micro trap. We haven't tapped the EMA on this strength move yet, which is showing that it's pretty strong. Sellers are holding that 70 level pretty hard. Needs a new high, and I'm putting my stop right here. We didn't really get a good solid test of the range, so see that EMA and the range, not close. Always re-enter. We're gonna leave our stop right there. We'll re-enter if we reclaim. Because this, remember I said we had the failure into strength into trap. This is where they're pulling back into the trap.
Yeah.
So I might re-enter on a trap. 1,000 tick EMA test here, and not quite a trap area yet. Trap is somewhere down here at 45. They got liquidity down at 37 too. So if we can get a trap here at the midline. Here, I might enter long. They love to. I would do a close above the EMA, would be my entry long. See the 1,000 tick, what they're doing here. They also love to go, the range yesterday, they tapped the midline on the 1,000 tick. They love to tap that midline and then continue lower.
Oh, there's that line again. Do I take it here or not? There's a lot of liquidity everywhere here.
Yeah, there is. It's going to get pretty violent, I think.
I'm going to watch this pull here. And I'm taking that. There we go. Pull right back up. Love it.
I'm looking for like a...
I got 47 fill on that.
Yeah, I'm looking for like a pop 55.
My computer's doing too much. I'm starting to get laggy.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
No, that's all good. Let's see what I can turn off.
My stop will be below into this range here. See if we can get this final push. See if we can get this final push up to target. It's following the cycle of price action here, so you should get some strength move if we can. If they want it, they're gonna pop this hard. My stop is at like 52.50 right now. I'm not risking any more than that, especially this high up. The blast. So I'm only risking like 3 points. There she is. I want to go to break even, but I can't yet. There she is. Sellers are selling there. See if they get me out. Hold the top of that range. Man, they got one tick to my stop. I hate when that shit happens, man. That makes you butt fucker. I mean, it's a low risk though. It's what, 3 points, $60. It's low risk move.
80 has 295. That's ridiculous.
I know, that's my freaking target on this entire move.
Yeah, it's a perfect target because that is the most tested area. Low of Tuesday's range, middle of Tuesday's range. That's what you were just talking about a second ago, I assume.
Yeah.
And we get up to that. I mean, this whole move is larger than the majority of this week's move. Just other than the fact that it's overnight recovery. 83.25 is middle of that range. If we get up to, well, if we get up to 600, which there's no liquidity there. I'm going to be watching to see when that pops up.
Yeah, I want to see as we get closer to 80. So I have my take profit above on this move. The last one I was just wanting to see if they would spike it up. They're having a hard time though, so they really might need a retracement. But oh man, I want to move my stop, but I can't. I'm scared that a lot of buyers are coming in here and they're gonna slam this down. Actually, a great trap area now that I'm looking at it is there's a lot of sellers between 84.25 to 73. That's a big area right there.
Huge.
Looking at that 5,000 tick, nice little strength move coming up here. Let's see if they can close it strong. Close it strong, give us a new high, and then they're loading up. They're like front running that 580 level.
Yeah.
Seeing all that, that's what we're battling right now. We're battling a lot of those sellers trying to get in before the 580.
Part of me is like, what are you waiting for? Get in. They're going to go to that liquidity. And the other part of me is like, put an order up at that area, let it slap it, and then watch it come back down.
Yeah, I have a hard time with that. Every time I've tried doing that, it just keeps blasting through it.
Yeah.
Then again, that's what you're stopping for. I don't like that this isn't going yet. A lot of sellers up there, you know. A lot of people are trying to front run this move. 70's got to break now first before we can even get there. There's tons of liquidity.
Tilt is leaning long, so I mean, at some point that tilt's going to get so high long that maybe that liquidity is just going to get snagged and we're going to go right back down.
There's not enough new buyers because they're in, so sometimes they got to stop them out, pull it back, and get some new buyers, and then utilize the get rid of the late seller. Oh shit! Did not mean to trail that. Supposed to be 52.
Possible pull to 52.
Yeah. I'm keeping my risk tight in this area. Because I don't like having a wide stop buying high like this. I mean, but some of these moves you got to buy high and sell even higher.
Yeah, when you're late to a trend, it does work that way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, at what point can we identify entry down low, like where we were around 353.
Yep.
Which was 7:42 in the morning.
Best entry was, unfortunately, remember I said it. The best entry is going to be where I took just a quick scalp.
429
is going to be at 943. The retest of that at the 5,000 tick where it retested here, held the trend line, EMA's up, held above the EMA, and I had that quick scalp. I think I made 100 right here. You pull up, pull back into the trap. I bought the trap. We battled it out. Where did I buy the trap? My order's going to be sitting here somewhere. Put it on. Yep, my first entry of the day on the trap. The 5,000 tick matches up perfectly. I'm not sure if this is showing up good, so we'll move it over a little bit. That was for me the best entry of the day because we broke structure, and that's exactly where the 5,000 tick held here. That's what I need to get better at. I need to get better at those early entries on these non-farm days and holding those.
Yeah. Me too. I can't hold a trade longer than I can. Never mind. You can use your imagination. I do like this pullback. The problem is liquidity is going to drop soon.
Yep.
If they think that this is going to continue. And we don't want that because then either it's going to be chop or we're just going to fall apart.
Well, let's see if we're going to start ranging here until a specific move, right? So what goes below the range goes above the range. Make this a nice little pink color just to see it.
Yep.
Copy, paste this. We did not hit it, so that's a failed rotation. Failed rotation so far, but at least we know 78. Yeah, that's around target. That's going to be the 80. I like a second entry here on a 1,000 tick if I can get it.
We missed that. 250 tick says this is already in works.
The only way I'll buy high is a break above the range, and my stop is just going to be in the range. the only way. All right, we're gonna go in for a second entry on a 1,000 tick. See if it works. Gonna have a tight risk, like 2-3 points. I'm watching that trend line on that small little channel there to see if it holds.
And your minis today or micros?
No, I'm minis today.
Nice.
Hold there. Watching for 65 trap area. I'm going to go break even. This is riskier because we have this trend line that might hold. So trap area at 16.5, 65.50. So 62 to 65 is a trap area. And we also have this trend line that might hold here, but we do have a break to the right of this mini structure here.
Yeah, I just took a short at 60 and a quarter.
Not a bad spot.
Give it a shot. This could just go all the way, though.
They might have needed to just get those late buyers out. 70 has liquidity, man. That 70 area. All that shit above.
Stops at 63.25. Show me you love me. There we go. I will take that all day.
One tick to my break even. So they held that trend line. So far, they're holding it.
Yeah, I see that up top there. That's kind of why I took it when I did. It was like, okay, just barely a lower high.
Yeah.
Can't ask for much better than that.
So buyers try once, buyers try twice. If they can break 65 and they don't make a new high, shit, we got some downside potentially coming below 40.
Yeah.
That's the crown.
Okay, see here, if they were really going to do this process one more time, that wouldn't have happened.
What's that?
This move back up to 61.
Oh, yeah. Well, so let's see. We have a high first attempt, second attempt. Now, if they trap here, this could cause
this would be your pattern.
Selling.
Yeah, this is
yeah, exactly.
This is
and the major
pattern.
selling would be below 40.75.
Yep.
But you know that could be what they want with all that liquidity. They could be loading that, but I'm gonna hold this, try to go for that 80 area up there because trying to
watch 68.
Respect the trend. Trying to respect the trend today.
You guys don't read your chat.
Hi, Deb.
Hi.
What's up? How's your day?
It's good.
We are
good.
trying. We're trying. We are so sucked into this.
No, I've been I was listening. I was listening on YouTube, but you guys like didn't read chat, so had to come find you.
Come find us. We're not hard to find. I'm having a decent day so far, but I just need this continuation. I want that 580 liquidity on NQ, but they keep adding between 570 to 580.
Yeah.
Sellers are adding real hard there.
Yeah. It's been a nice little scalp range, but
yeah. I had a beautiful entry earlier and I took it for like $150. And it was probably the best entry of the morning since the open. But I do that all the time on non-farm.
Gonna have to make note of this non-farm.
Oh man, there was a day I don't usually like non-farm days. Today's good because I'm getting some continuation trades, and I'm getting a little bit with them. I'm looking for that bigger move, so I am getting a few like small stops here and there. But
that was me yesterday because it was so wicky, and we've, three of us have talked about before, like, when you see so much wicking upper and lower, like, I'm trying hard to recognize that, that's tough action to scalp in,
Hmm.
give a little bit more of a stop and hold for a bigger move. But it was so whippy. It's like,
Yep.
I was trying to hold for the bigger move and then yeah. I mean, it was a battle yesterday. So
Yeah. Yesterday, that happened to me yesterday. Plus, I screwed up big time in the beginning of the day. I didn't have the correct chart up, and oh boy, did that get me.
well, you had Wish up? What chart did you have up?
No, I had a 1,000 tick chart up. So the candles on the like we're gonna look at like the largest candles here. So 65 to 58. So we got like a 7 point candle on trap here if they take it.
I switched over to the 1K tick for a little bit here, just trying to see, like, this 34 EMA is killing for buying dips.
This is the trap. They broke above. Here's the trap spot. So didn't get a good entry, so I'm not taking it.
Deb, Obsidian, if y'all look at my 1K tick on the stream, you can see that green line where every dip, it barely wicks under it, and then that's it. That's like, and this is a 60. It is a, what is this thing? It's a 50 EMA. It's been lovely. Too bad I'm not paying attention to it.
So Deb, I had the 1,000 tick chart up, and that gives me candles that are like 15 points to 20 points. And I didn't, and I go off of visualizing, right? Like, okay, this candle looks about this size. This is where my stop needs to be. I'm not going to just put a stop that's, 5 points if the structure isn't appropriate for that 5 points. You know what I mean? Like the risk is different per trade.
Yeah.
And I got smoked on 2 stops, and I'm like, why am I down $700? Like, oh, because I had like a 15-point stop and a 20-point stop versus like a 10-point stop, which would have been, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that screwed me. Like, and then I just switched to micros and just, it's not the same.
Yeah. 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 I'm done with funded accounts for the day, and I'm gonna mess with an eval or two, but
Nice.
I was like, finished up funded. I need to shut them down so that I'm not tempted to, because I already did that with one. Like, I was at my goal, and then I went to take a scalp. Did not go well, let's just say. And, then I had to fight back to get back to green and get back to where I started. And I just did that. And so now I'm like, okay, gonna grab some food, take a breath, be done with those. Don't look at them again today.
They that 580 liquidity, they knocked it off.
There's still the 70 or the 68 high of day liquidity that they want. I don't know if these are shorts or if this is gonna blast, but I filled right at 68 and a quarter, and it's pulling terribly hard. But we'll see what happens.
I'm kind of curious that when they like to spoof like that, sometimes they like to throw a big order up there just to scare the buyers.
Yeah.
And then they like to just load up in between, like we were watching them do it.
Right.
And then
this is tightening up, though. You know what I mean? There's that pop.
Yeah.
There's that pop. Maybe we'll blast here. Blast for me.
Well, the
There's no volume. There's no volume on it.
This looks good. There we go.
For that.
All right, we're getting it. Get yourself.
Were you still in that long?
Yep, it took it.
Good for you. Hell yeah.
All right, I stopped that. I took the profit.
Nice.
Still down about $1,000, but whatever.
Now there's some volume coming into it.
Yeah, buyers are FOMOing here, so I'll be looking for a short at 80. Give it. Get that 80 pop. 80.25.
I wonder if they'll go up and test yesterday's high.
We're not far from it.
Yeah.
There's a big trap area there. Yesterday's high is like such a trap area on a 5,000 tick.
That's 660. Are you talking about that? Oh, I'm sorry. That's 2 days ago. We're not far from it now. 85.
So this entire area from here, from me.
Right. Same here. TPO point of control is just above that.
It's going to be silent for me. I'm going to change the opacity.
Missed my short there. That was a couple points lower.
All right, I'm gonna go find some food, and
Yeah.
hope you guys keep killing it, and I will chat to you both later.
I'm probably going to call it off at like right after London close. I'm going to call it. I don't like being in Friday too long.
Yeah, it's funny to me because I mean it's a short week, but I just feel mentally fatigued this week. I'm not. I mean, it hit me yesterday, and I'm still feeling it today, and I'm not sure why, but yeah, just not going to push it. So
You know what it is? The first day of the year was great, and then from there, just kind of took a toll on me, to be honest. Today's a good day, but I'm feeling a little tired too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's good that we're recognizing that, and because I usually don't hit that on a Thursday, particularly on a short week, and about 1 o'clock, it just suddenly dawned on me. I was like, I am just mentally tired. So,
Yeah,
it's good to tune into that.
good to recognize that.
Yeah. All right. I'll chat to you guys later.
Thanks,
Bye,
Deb.
Dan.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
So they got a full swing here.
They did. I see that now, and I'm hoping that that next square you draw is above and not below.
Yeah. So they got a full rotation. We're gonna see if they, for me, I'm just gonna watch to see if they trap down here, see if they develop some sort of a reversal pattern. It is a
48. 48's what I'd want.
It's a strong move up, so I don't want to really go against it, but they do have, there is a lot of sellers up in this area, and they hit that. I'm not saying I'm short biased yet.
I guess the best way to put it is we're trade biased. I'm not short until back to 450. Back to the 5K channel.
We didn't hit 80, did we? No, we didn't hit 80. But
no, they were scooping liquidity. They pulled their 80 liquidity. We don't have anything too heavy until 650. And that's not even that strong either. 85 has 57. Never mind, that's not 85, that's 78. Move this back up, maybe?
Yeah, if they really start trying to, I would like to look for a buyer failure here. That's really the only way I can short it. Have like a second entry long failure. So we have a first entry long that did not play out.
This is a strong little sell. Bouncing off the 1K tick 20 again.
I don't mind fading the range, but it's since we made a new high, let's adjust the structure.
Mine's still within structure.
Yeah, the 1000 is like right about structure for me, but just on this most recent move,
Stop me again, damn it. All right, what did I say about 48? Let's see what 48 does.
There's the 52 area, so they can't reclaim. So they're in a bear trap area here.
Yeah, that was a bear trap. I took that long at 52. Would have to be a pretty nasty failure here. So far, so good. Loving it.
Waiting for this 1,000 tick candle to close.
You stopped me out, damn it. I was paying attention. Just trying to do some shit on OBS. Okay, so this is a breakout of structure failing to reclaim on the 250 tick anyway. I just gotta keep reminding myself that red days are okay, and this is a full month project. I'm not trying to pass by any time frame.
Yeah, it's
because that's kind of where I'm at with my trading right now. Like, I'm not quite tilty, but I am trying to make something back. So I'm focusing on setups.
No matter what, red days suck.
They do, especially when they're personal. NQ is really good about making it personal.
Yeah, it's good about faking out and.
Oh, I should have just left my stop down low.
Where they close this. Where they close this. 20 minutes to London close. 21 minutes.
So you're cutting out after London?
Yeah, I want to see if we can get a move. If we get some good moves off of London, I'll stay in with it for just a few. But I don't want to give any back.
Right. I totally agree. London close though, so right now, I mean, consider this: 20 minutes to London close. Just had a great rally, Euro session, Euro America session. Maybe exhaust, pull back.
We haven't. The 5,000 tick EMA is at 33, so I mean, eventually, that EMA is gonna have to catch up.
Yes.
Yeah. And then sometimes, I like when the EMA catches up and then we get a pattern off of it, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen until it's gonna be later in the day.
Michael Patak down 1310. Feel you, buddy. Hogue down 725.
So
I like keeping up with the Topstep traders.
I'm taking a trap long here. I'm taking a bear trap long here.
That was a good hunt. Did you already take it? Are you good?
No, I just took it
okay.
right now. So it's either gonna give me a quick move up, but I'm skeptical of the 69.50, so I'm gonna go to break even now.
Good move. There you go.
So if they sell off of this, then I know that they're potentially taking that little trap area.
Yeah.
But still watching all these sellers in this area. So that was a nice little bear trap. We need a new high. I'm wondering if these sellers, they're going to keep defending this and then create a sell-off into London, or if they're going to buy this up here. See, we're getting that. Whoops, I don't want my stuff there. Just tick the high there. We didn't make a new high. We just ticked it.
This looks so good for a blast. If they fail again, I'm going to take that as a sign. Great trade, though.
I was waiting for that 1,000 tick to close above the EMA and then buy off of it. My entry's at 66. Probably not going to get the continuation until London volume. So I might just take this off. We're going to put my stop right here. We're going to leave my stop at the...
swing low?
Well, it's not really a swing low yet, but like the breakout spot here, the trap spot.
I see
where they're
it.
trying to trap everyone above it.
Bottom of the wick.
Yeah. So this right here. They might wick me out and then continue, but I'm not gonna. I'm going quick to the break even and I'm gonna try to scoop up. That's 3 points, so put $60 off that. So they got me. We're gonna. They haven't made a new high yet, so that's not looking good for buyers. But at the same time, I'm watching EMA test.
Multiple orders above the bracket auction. I'm calling it the bracket auction. The auction's obviously where price is, but those 5 points wider brackets that are always there.
I'm back in with a decently tight stop off the EMA.
Okay.
And this will be my last here because this is the pullback off of it. So if it doesn't go here, then no more longs for me up in this area. Until
over or lower?
Yeah. To be honest, I would love some. If we go higher, fine. If we go short, I'd be going short down here below 49.
Yeah. They're really coloring in. The single prints for the B session is still a concern to me. Right around 525 all the way to 500, just short of 500.
Come on. Something makes me feel like they're going to grab 80 before London and then sell off.
Yeah. I could see that.
I try to picture the best way to screw everybody over. And, yeah, I'm buying late, but I'm trying to do it with a specific risk and strategy. If we pop to a new high, I'm taking this off.
I'm going to set mine for, where's this order book at? 83. Set it for 83 and a half short. Wait till London close. I'm going to get some coffee. I'll be right back.
Break even stop now, because if we fail another high here, expecting a lot more sellers. Got me out break even. Our first, we didn't make a new high. First, second attempt, failure. look for potential failure here. Trap below shorts, but the issue is London closed. They're probably going to want to bring this up a little bit higher. Thousand tick EMA, we're going to watch the reaction there. So now they tap the 1,000 tick. We're below the 1,000 tick. Yeah, they're going to sell this back off. Yeah, see, that's why I wanted to go break even there. I do like shorts below this area. This technically is a micro trap at 54. So we're going to watch reaction there. New high, pullback, failure to make a new high here. We're going to see if we could. I want to see a retest and then them sell. Then that'd be nice if we can see if there's any buyers that are going to get stopped somewhere around here, because we have our first attempt, second attempt. We're going to go in short. No. That would have been my entry short right there. Let's see if it would have played out.
My goodness.
Yeah. I didn't get my freaking entry short, you mother. Yeah, that was my entry short. I was too busy talking, looking at the other chart.
Come on, guys. You're supposed to go hit 83. That was my freaking trade.
But that's a nice little.
That's a beautiful setup.
So that's the crown right there that played out perfectly. For a nice. So I'll wait till the pullback to the EMA for reaction.
So this is an algo, I would assume, or euro.
I think it was just a stop run. Could be. Yeah, they could be pushing it. You know.
Profit taking. So this is the 5K tick EMA. Finally touched it.
Don't mind a.
They stopped right before the low volume node.
That's a good call there. The 5K tick EMA. So now this is what sucks, is they could develop a pattern off of that.
Yeah. Let's look at the last time they did something like this off a rally. Well, last time they did it, we were still forming a downtrending channel from yesterday's high. And then we chopped below, tested it, broke down lower, broke above it and failed, tested it and broke lower. So there's your
short. My stop will be back inside of this range. That was a good stop run there, so I'm expecting if they can continue this.
Like I said, 30 to 500 is going to be nasty if they just let it run right through that low volume node. So
my stop will be inside of the range that we formed before. Because we got our swing target. I mean, buyers still are in control, so I'm not risking any more than, what, 3 points, 3.5 points?
Right. And you're doing great. I mean, it's a good trade. Nice recovery on your 50K here today.
I mean, ideally, yeah, see there. It's a nice trap spot.
Oh, yeah. This is where every short is drooling. Took a little long here just because I know they're pulling it back up. Snagged one of my orders. Might be just playing with my stop at this point. Yep, it did.
Oh, why didn't you enter me? Got a little bit of a late entry on that one.
I think I see the pattern it's about to start doing. Sorry, I'll be right back.
I want to see a good push down here. We got 8 minutes London close. My stop is inside of this range here. I kind of got a mental stop right now based off of how it's going to play out. I want to see this area down here retested. So I need like 12. I want to see some good selling coming in here. If not, below the range, failure. They love to bring it above the range. So this is, I'm just trying to, I'm wanting this range to hold. That has to happen for this to work out. Otherwise, you know, we do have a good pullback, and buyers could definitely rip this up if they close above the EMA. Because it has been pretty bullish all morning.
Yeah, and this would be a low of total range. So I'll wait until we test 28 one more time.
Something about this area before is telling me that all those sellers that were front loading the 80 and the 80 liquidity disappeared, that they're gonna dump this decently hard.
It's a dumb trade I just did.
Man, I hate having a trade on this close to London close too.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Like I wanted more of a reaction than that. Like I really don't want to have my stop at break even right now. I wanted a bigger push down.
Took a long at 27. Brutal. Wicking. What I meant by that.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear this, dog? Good lord. Hey, what is the matter, pups?
If we reclaim this range, but the 1,000 tick EMA is going to haunt me right now. They don't want my hotkeys to work anymore.
No, they're sabotaging your ass.
Yeah, I just hit my hotkeys and nothing happened. Failure is below the range is how I'm going to buy this.
I tried down there at that lower wick just then.
I'm going to buy above 41.
Make a new low here. Hit 20. I'll buy it.
I had some delays on my hotkeys.
You getting laggy too?
No, just for some reason I was hitting my hotkeys and they weren't working.
This is a really good break of structure on the 5K channel. Or the 1K, if we're talking about the up one.
So if we don't get a dump here soon, I'm going to close this out.
519.25.
Because up here above 41, that's where I'm looking to buy for stop run. But that's around where the 1,000 tick EMA is. So
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps wicking off of that at 38, 42.
Yeah, which they're holding the bottom of the range. But if they reclaim it, they can rotate back up. It'd be a failed move down in the range.
You check out TPO yet?
No, not today.
So on TPO, we have single prints in the B session from 21 to 499.
Oh, so they're cleaning those up.
Yeah.
We went right down to 21. Yeah, that makes sense.
We trapped at 21 because that would have been a best short of the day in through those single prints. But if you're holding this for long enough, we could break that and have a nice sharp move to 500.
It's tough because when they clean them up, sometimes they just clean them up and then just go straight up.
Yeah, it's true. Color it in. After that Euro volume leaves, they'll just color that in and make that point of control, which would be point of control for 2 days in a row.
A lot of sellers are trying here, but they're unable to push this down. Delta's pretty negative right now, so very interesting on a big move up. It means we had a lot of aggressive selling up top for it to be that negative. My target is down here. I want to see the reaction at 11.
There you go. Getting close now. This is looking better and better. One more trap at 16.
Yeah. I want to see more selling, honestly.
Yeah, no, you are seeing it. This is doing a grapevine pattern of the trend line. And what I mean by that is it's just going above and below the whole time.
So, yeah, if we break 10,
yeah,
94. 10 to 94 is for me. Those are what I'm looking for.
That would be the trade.
But who the hell knows? We got 1 minute till London close, so they're either covering here and I mean they could be covering from their shorts before the close up high.
$5K tick 50 EMA. It's probably just going to slash right through it.
Come on. Do not buy the close.
The close is already done. This is MOC action for the next minute. Let that happen, and then I think you'll get the rest of your move.
I'm gonna widen my stop a little bit. I mean, I don't want to get ticked out because I do kind of like the downside here. But if they reclaim any of this area, I'm okay with this risk.
Boom! Just got wicked in. Short with you. From 28.
This is going to be a big battle. They did break, so they got 17. So they cleaned those up down to 17. I wouldn't be surprised if they start bringing this up. I honestly want a wider stop on this move. But my failure is at 38, so we need a big push down now soon, or else I don't feel good about this anymore. But the 1,000 tick EMA is at 34, so I'd love for that to hold. But this is a great pullback for buyers to try to if they want this higher.
Below 20.
20 would be great.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's all these buyers in this previous area here. I guarantee that if we had copy and paste this range right now, and I'm not going to do it, we'd probably be somewhere around a second move. If we go lower, if we break a new low here, then you know, I'll move my stop again. But it looks like these buyers are trying their asses off here.
They're trying. Watch 30.
Yeah.
Your stop's at 36, you said?
Yeah, it's right inside of the range. I'm going to risk that. I want it to push down a little more, and I want the 1,000 tick EMA to catch up,
Right.
and then sell off of it. I don't want to. Preferably, I want to big sell, but I know these buyers are hungry for continuation here.
How crazy would this look on a 50 tick?
Oh my god. What's his name? You said trades off of a 10 tick? I don't even know how the hell he does that.
10 ticks. So many candles.
Failure at 32. I don't like that. This needs to go soon or else it's...
Here's what 10 ticks looks like.
You're probably going to lag like crazy.
Let's check it out. 10 tick on stream. You can't trade this. Apparently you can, but I can't.
It moves all the way across your screen, probably like...
We're looking at the last 30 seconds only.
Yeah, this... You're scaring me. NQ?
Okay, this right here, this little bit, this is the last chance for bulls. That was a change in pattern. There's 20.
That was a good call so far. I'm not sure what you saw there, but I like it.
So, do you see every other pattern how it looks more like points from point to point, like sharp points? And then we get one little blocky bottom there, followed by an even larger blocky bottom at the top.
Yep.
So that is a change in behavior. 250 tick is showing me that best. And I think bulls have lost their strength. I'm gonna take a short right there.
Let's hope that was their last attempt. I'm scared of above 38 and above 41, to be honest.
I'm more scared above 31.
Yeah, I could see that.
31 would be a massive change in momentum.
I just want a new low. If I go new low, I'll go break even.
Yeah, I'm short 27 with you.
It's a really tough one here. I don't like when it's just not immediately moving.
It's
At least with the selling.
It's barcoding, so
Yeah.
contraction. We're about to see some follow through or reversal, but it will expand.
I think we're going to pull back to the 5,000 tick EMA at 35 soon. 32 is the 1,000 tick EMA, which is kind of tough.
Any scalp trader that wants to trade the top of the bottom of this could make money, but it's for a short time frame.
Oh shit, that's a real quick time frame.
Yeah. Not even a minute would do it justice. This would look more like dojis on a minute chart.
Come on, break loose.
Any second now, honestly. $20 break.
They could be creating the grind down though.
Yeah.
That grind down is brutal. You know, if you're either in it.
There you go. 20 break. 20 break. Oh, that was 20 on the dot. Come on now. Do it. There you go. There you go. You like it.
Get a new low. Let's get a new low. We need 11 to break with volume.
I just trailed my stop, took it on there. The next time it happens, they will destroy this low. So I'm putting a sell order at 17.
I'm still in the short. I'm just gonna hold it here.
No, you're doing great. Just stomaching all of this.
It's they either go or they don't. You know what I mean?
This feels like trading NQ is like pilot training, being inside of the G-force machine.
Yeah. I have what I want, and the market doesn't fucking ever do what you want. We didn't make a new low. I'm very scared above the 32 area. Because that would be I buy failures below the range. So that would be the failure below the range. So like we really need to for the selling side of this, break 17 and then break 11.
Yep.
This is usually where I start saying like, fuck man, I'm just gonna take this off. And then it either goes or it rips. So
Yep.
looks like they're it's probably what they needed to get up to that 80 area, honestly. 87. There's an 87 freaking seller.
87.
Yeah, it's not much, but I got a
32.
got a line going across.
My 5K tick channels are really holding this up. They're not holding it up, but they're showing that it's holding there. And the only thing below that I could see as a break in trend would be breaking that 50 EMA on the 5K tick, because it would go red. And usually when it goes red for at least an hour. But that's only because price is below it. It doesn't mean that we're in a trend.
I get scared every time they're selling off this 500 tick EMA. That's a lot of sellers getting trapped below the EMA. So
it is, and that's kind of what they need, like you just said, to get back up
the
to
buyers
to highs.
Yeah, the buyers need that shit.
Gotta squeeze.
So 30 is, I might take this off.
I set an order for 32.50. Buy.
I took it off.
Yeah.
I'm not that. It's either going to go or it's not going to go. It's either going to go up or go down. I don't know which direction. It's getting close to lunch too.
Deb had the right idea. So that was short of 17, 8.25 and a quarter.
I do like the short still.
Me too. It just broke 17.
Yeah.
Get your new low.
Right when I get out.
Yeah.
Right when I get out. They always get you.
Are you on your 500?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're approaching a 5,000 tick trap area at 11. So if they really need, they need to break that hard.
50 EMA is at 509. This is trappy. I actually might just slap long right here.
I don't mind the longs here.
Boom, look at that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right there. That's right at the midline.
I think we're really starting to understand NQ. Famous last words.
Famous last words, man. So I'm not a buyer yet.
I'm not a buyer until we see shorts panic. This is exactly where they would want to range us for the rest of the day. Low of range here, high of range, high of day. Never make a new high of day, just chop.
This could. Then again, now here, if we get a failure, I'm gonna be watching. See if we get a 1,000 tick 21 EMA. We didn't quite get the trap.
Still hasn't changed its behavior. It went back to the first style of patterning where
They officially hit trap area.
yeah, that was a good spot, but we're so close to 500 now. They might be changing sentiment. This would complete our move for the single prints pretty soon.
Man, they got me out of there.
Say, this guy's too good. Scare him.
Yeah, right. Oh, they definitely spooked me out of that. Looks like a grind down, right? So I'm looking at a grind down. Only way I can really sell this at this point is if I
what you can gain. You're not thinking about what you could lose.
Yes. You know, it's the only way I can sell this right now.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, if you still had to go to work,
The market would move like
we'd be
crazy.
getting all the moves. All right, 5 points from 500.
Breakout spot at 494, 495, 25 area.
Bottom of plotted range coming up at 507.5. Can see 91. Hitting. You see the slight differences between our channels?
Oh yeah.
Yours is hitting the bottom of yours, mine's hitting the midline.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. You started yours off of the. Oh, yours is a 250 though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's same principle. The swing high, that prior low before that swing high is where I started it. All right, we tapped our 250 EMA yet again. Unless they want to change patterns now, this is short scalp.
Yeah. I was about to take it on the 500. But I can't sell that low yet.
No, this isn't really selling territory, honestly.
No. And they didn't take out the 500 liquidity, so it's hard for me to just slap long because I know it's just going to probably stop me out below.
16.5 is a huge number on the weekly.
This is the old classic grind.
Yep,
It's hard to hold through the grind
it is.
unless you're in on the top, which I can't believe I missed that entry.
Very red first week of the year.
We have our first attempt, second attempt by the buyers into a trap. I missed it right there. I'm going to watch that playback of this video and see where I had it there with my mind, but I had my entry too low, so I didn't want to get wicked in and then have them wick me out. You want to get a good entry on it. This candle right here,
Single
I wasn't
prints.
expecting it. I wasn't expecting that candle to freaking rip so much. All right, so we're going to be retesting this range here.
Single prints have filled in.
Don't mind looking at a retest, potentially going long here. The tight stop inside of the range.
Yeah, it's just not showing me any reversal strength. And I don't see anything on Bookmap saying otherwise.
Yeah, the only reason why looking at it is because it's an overshoot. So it either breaks down hard or it likes to give a little pop for a scalp. There's the pop for the scalp. See if they can get it up to the EMA, and then I'll take it off.
We've got 1, 2, 3. This will be our fourth touch of the EMA. Come back up to it.
Yeah, I'm just going tight on this one. This is just nothing but a scalp trade for me, and if it rips, it rips. Because it was an overshoot off of my trend line, which tends to be where they like to bounce it real quick. Nice, nice, beautiful.
Wow, I did not mean to get filled there.
Looking for the trap at 15. 15 is like target for me. So I'm going to trail tight here at 11, 10. Target up here. All right, they got me on that one. So the Topstep is now at $50,001.72.
Welcome back, buddy.
Made back yesterday's losses.
Welcome back. I'm at 49,853.
VWAP's down there at 14,670. I'm just looking at the Higanashi on the NQ 5 minutes. Nothing is saying reversal yet.
I don't even see VWAP. I have it on the weekly, though. Let me move it to the daily. It's not even showing me VWAP. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with your chart? Not your chart, my chart. There's VWAP, way up there.
I might take a short at above 15. If they pop above 15, we get some selling. But otherwise, that was an overshoot. Potential retest of this range. Ooh, this range is not straight across. Let's make it straight across here. There we go. Look at that. Ticked right to it. Overshoot, went to the range. Watch them be. This is where they freaking reverse it. But I am going to short it. Potentially coming up if they can close below this EMA here on the 500 tick and reject off of 1,000 tick, because that's just a grind. The grind, I look for the prior swings. This is the prior swing. If it doesn't hit this prior swing, I look for the next one. Then I go from there. But they held the EMA on the 500, 1,000 tick. They are just tapping it right now, going above it. And I will be watching the 5,000 tick to see if the 5,000 tick, this is the trap area below here. We're retesting the breakdowns, the trap area there, where we had our strong move up, our shallow pullback, our higher high. Now we pull back below the shallow pullback. So if we can get a close above the EMA and a buy off of it, we're going to try to attempt the high. That's what I'm watching on the 5,000 tick. So we're above the EMA on the 1,000 tick.
We're just right on it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 1250 for me, so it's a little different.
I'm not going to buy this, even though that was a beautiful entry that I had down there for that overshoot. Love those overshoots.
Popping 20 liquidity. Should see a nice blast right here.
20 and 27. Looks like they're trying to
There's that.
have a little magnet up there.
I moved my order to 23.
For a short or a buy?
Short. Maybe 25, 24 quarter.
Oh, I see what you're seeing there, yep.
$100 at 28.
Yeah. It's right above the, that bracket above and below the bid and ask. It's up there, so it wasn't up there before.
Here's the pop, because that liquidity is about to get drilled. It's 120 at 20.
I can get a close below this EMA. I'm selling. And I'll have a tight stop. But if they hold the EMA and bounce hard, then just wait it out.
Pop it
Feels
at
like we might get a little-
22. Hit the 22. Hit the 22. Come on. Oh, they already took it. Damn. That was a tick above. There it is. There it is. I had the tightest stop possible.
Yeah.
Just because it looks like it's still pushing hard, but see, too tight a stop and then it does what you want.
The only way I can personally sell this is, we're in a trap area here. We'd have to close below the EMA, and I'm watching both the 500 and the 1,000. I would do a sell stuff. This is just me personally, but the bulls look like they're trying to bring this back up. But once we get the grind, this is really the only way I can enter short. Let's see, we have 285. If we can get a close below 500 left on the 1,000. It was too tight there for me. I didn't like it where it closed. 1,000 tick, closed below, but it's a shitty candle. I have a hard time selling that. We are going to sell there. We're going to have a tight stop because they might bounce this.
Take a move to 40 if they do.
Yeah, looks like that was the spot. The overshoot.
That was
Retest
a nice
range.
wick. Nice wick on the 3-minute. I'm looking on Trading View.
My stop's going to be here at 1925.
This little wick right
They
here.
hold the EMA. I'm just taking this off for a small loss. Not looking for anything. I'm looking for the continuation on it. But, you know, if they don't bust it down fast, I'm going to take it off. Because it should be a trap, but they're not. It's not really triggering too many. It's not really triggering any stops here. You're getting the buyers coming in. Getting the buyers coming in, holding on that EMA.
Yeah.
I need a push down. I'm out. I'm out there. Give it like so this trend line here, really what I'm interested in. Then see from there. $5,000 tick EMA too. See if we can get a failure here. We'd have to break 8 strong. If the failure plays out, push it, push, push, push. Come on.
Any Topstep reset code for you yet?
No, I think that's next week, to be honest.
No, you're right.
They got me on that one. Nice little bear trap, but you know what? EMA is holding right now. We're gonna let these. I really do think we're gonna get another push to the low before going higher. Let's see if they stop these buyers out. Quick dump. I'm happy on the actual trap spot. Failure, but the buyers are trying. Can't go break even yet. I'm gonna go break even. Going to take it off when we get a good push down. We're out. Didn't get a good stop that I wanted there. And they're in this micro trap area.
Yeah, I just can't touch this right now. Looking for like more of a signal.
Yeah, it's funny because like the days that I'm dialed in, I get pretty good signals.
It's like if they were to come up and touch that 1K tick 20 EMA one more time at 15. A lot of people saying they want to buy at 500. I'm
Yeah,
going to take that as a failure possibility.
the trap played out nicely so far. Trap failure into pullback. It's just so close to the psych, and I didn't get the full stop run. They shook me out of it on this pullback up here. Might see him. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time for them to develop some sort of a good setup here.
Yeah.
That was an
Testing
aggressive entry.
testing low of this plotted range from 55 to 50. I'm sorry, from 50 to 50. 16,550 to 500. That's the range that I have plotted, and they're testing that right now. This would be a great trap zone, but they're going to test this 1K channel downtrend. Possible reversal signal. I want to see them get back down to 94.
I wouldn't mind fading this range if it breaks.
Liquidity at 92.
Yeah, I don't mind trying not to chase, but I do like if this breaks. There's a lot of buyers in this area.
Here we go.
Let's see if it fades the range.
Took that long. Long at 86.
See if it holds the range or if it fades. Long at 86.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Just stopped out.
I like the range fade. It looks
back in
like
the
we're going to
channel.
run away.
Back in the channel.
I feel like we're going to run away.
Yep. Exactly what's happening. Because we have single prints below this. All the A session below 72. So this could turn into a nasty waterfall. Real
Yep.
quick. Here we go. Fill in the single prints in.
And they're going to get us right to the morning range. Whoops. We have an overshoot, but it could run away. With that selling right there, that could run away. It's going to sound really aggressive, but that morning range we had here, this breakout, we broke out, held, and then started ripping.
Yep.
That's where all those buyers were. And then, you know, those
Stops below.
yeah.
Stops below 35, 435. It's not going to be pretty.
they grab it. I had a stop. I had a sell stop right inside of the range. I wanted a quick runaway, but we had that pull back up, and I closed out of it for a small profit on that one. And I wanted to see the runaway. I love the runaway. Those are the best.
Yeah, I'm short 66. Pretty much selling the bottom like an idiot, but I feel like this is continuing.
The runaway creates usually the most perfect channel here. Look at that, beautiful.
Here we go. Make it run.
I'd say 50.
Oh
16,
yeah.
49, 50 is going to be target.
Oh yeah. 50 target. It's nice.
A lot of orders coming in now.
Yeah, these are stops.
A lot of on Bookmap, you're seeing a lot of red above and below the bid and ask. A lot more aggression, so it's going to get pretty volatile. For it's you're going to see a lot of wicks here, I think.
Filling in single prints like crazy down here in the A session.
Yeah, you're going to see a whole lot of craziness going on soon.
Holding my stop at 70. Could go right to me.
They're retesting an area where all those buyers came in previously on the 5,000 tick.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not retesting the trend line, but they're retesting the area where there were buyers. They break that, they might attempt a new low. All the way down at fucking 16.
You're not kidding about these wicks.
Yeah. So I don't know if that book map on stream shows it, but right when we had that move down, there were tons of orders. This red was triple the size.
Right.
So that's telling me they're going to start wicking the hell out of it, up and down, up and down, up and down. And that's where me, unless I'm already in, I stay out.
Yeah. I didn't have the best fill at 66, but right now it's wicking right above that area, which is a good sign, I think.
Yeah.
Stop is at 71, just got hit. So I'm out 1K tick. Give it a shot at 69. See if they blow down on this.
I honestly, in this area,
It's not worth it.
I feel like now that they got us back in this range before we broke out this morning, all these sellers are going to be covering here. All the sellers above are going to be covering inside of this area. So we're going to see covering here. And then because this was the not much of a range, but I think this is going to turn into a range.
I think you're right.
And maybe not. I mean, if they break below it, we could, what goes above goes below. Like, we could sell off hard here. It's just hard for me to take that now that we're inside of this area. Because if I double this, just out of curiosity, I want to see how big this is. That's here. If I take this again. So it's not to a tick, but it looks like what they bought down here, they sold up here. And we almost doubled our London. So the London high is at 16,438. So until that breaks, I'm expecting buyers to try to defend the area.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, this is still quite a bullish move up. If, back to the old fibs. We just hit the 50 retracement from the morning 840, 835 move, the 830 move to the high. We just hit the 50 retracement and bounced off of it.
Yeah.
61.8 is down there at 27, so we got a little bit of ways to go. I'm more apt to think potentially that we're either going to bounce or range here. I think I exhausted my mental capital today. Holy shit. What a day.
I am getting to a point where it's just not worth it to try and trade anything I can't see beforehand.
Yeah. The only reason why I stayed and kept hammering down with the risk is when you're reading it right and you're reading it right.
Yeah, I mean, you had a great Friday here, coming back from first couple days of streaming.
Yeah, today was a lot better for me. I actually got all my charts back on Ninja Trader, so I have my, the 500, the 1,000, 5,000 and 60 minute, and was able to actually see the full picture versus what I was seeing the other day. I was just seeing a partial picture. But damn, yeah. So I'm finally back green on the Topstep, $50,083.94.
There you go.
Whew. I'm not even going to go for the 1,500 max we can get today. So total P&L is 1,170 minus commissions, 1,084.80.
Nice.
So we're good for a Friday. Hoping Monday comes back and we go from there, man. I'm definitely calling it. I'm fucking exhausted.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know if I'll stream anymore, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Keep this momentum going.
Yeah,
Keep
fun,
January looking good. I'm okay with this red day. It's not the worst. I might grab a few more trades, but I'm not catching things that I should be catching.
Yeah.
So
it's if it's not happening on your what do you call it? Your times of the day, and
yeah, we're already outside of those,
Yeah.
But Friday's different. Like, the volatility after Euro close was like, all right, let's retrace back to this range between the major breakouts above and below, and fill in these single prints, which we still have a few above and below initial value. Or initial balance, I mean. Which, if we were to get back down, test 456, or test the highs again at 569, this could be a much wider ATR.
Yeah.
But all things set aside, it's too late in the day to try and be a hero. And my P&L doesn't want me to, so just not gonna try.
Yeah, I hear that, man.
Accept it.
I tried it yesterday. It didn't work out for me. Not at all.
Yeah, and I'm not switching to micro, so that's not helping.
Yeah. Well, you know what, man? Switching to micro sometimes messes with you because what would have been a great trade and got you back break even or something on a mini, micros is giving me like a small little chunk, and that's a whole psychological battle in and of itself.
Switching to micros should be about like, all right, we're reducing the risk tenfold. Now focus on execution. If you have a good profitable trade on micros, it means you're back to executing how you should be. Switching to minis is too much risk, especially when you're down and you're on tilt. I think I'm borderline on tilt right now, so I gotta stop.
At least you recognize it.
Yeah, it's part of the battle that last year was just not winning. So we'll hold on to that and make that a habit and not just a New Year's cliche resolution. You know?
Yeah. Hold yourself to it versus just saying it.
Yep. Trying to make it a habit, trying to become funded and keeping that. You know, I haven't had a funded account longer than a week. And for the first day of any of those funded accounts was never above any certain amount of profit. So
yeah.
Just trying to change that, man.
You will, though.
We'll get there.
It's been a pleasure, man.
Yes, sir. Enjoyed it.
Go take the dog out. He doesn't get a pup cup today.
No pup cup.
No pup cup.
All right, man. Hope you have a good weekend.
All right, homie. You too.
I'll stay on. You can hit me up on mobile if you got anything. I'm going to start working on a video. Haven't done anything yet for that.
Keep yourself out of the market.
Yep. Best thing I can do.
Yeah, man. All right, bro. It's been a pleasure.
Yes,
Till next time.
Alrighty. Later.
Later, man.